Congratulations on your game today. Another win. You had a very good season. So we're gonna look at the see if you can show us the game. Just defeated Stripunsky-Zierk on board one. Okay, so what happened? I completely missed it.
So it's a French and black, and he immediately went to F4, which
He played F4 here.
yeah, quite the sideline to D5. Yeah, I was happy with this. And he goes here, and I'm thinking I just play normal moves if I develop. And he's gonna play.
You don't have to play D4. Yeah. Well, sometimes you don't play like either.
I did. I played it here. Yeah.
Actually, if he plays before, his bishop will be like dead bishop anyway.
He does that in some variations. So a lot of the
So I have 8 and you have 9.
D4, bishop D3, G7. I've seen this schema for white before. I mean, I don't think it's anything dangerous. Don't do much.
Yeah, I've seen stuff like this.
Yeah, that again against
Like this.
Yeah, this weird.
On the one hand it defends, on the other hand it kills the bishop and weakens. Huh?
GM?
Stripunsky.
Played
I guess I was trying to surprise me and get me into an unfamiliar position. So he probably should have castled there. So he did knight A3.
You only have 1 left.
Just knight D5. And he has to play G3.
Yeah, because otherwise you just...
I mean, he could try castling. Maybe the F file is dangerous, but I don't think so.
Like, I'm already tempted to like to start like going for like Larsen Spassky type of stuff, you know?
Yeah, you can sacrifice the rook.
Yeah, second chamber, right?
The problem is he can stop most of the ideas. Like he just counterplays. At this point, I don't think he minds weakening his king side.
This is my favorite, you know?
In the game, I guess I didn't want his knight coming to E4, so I eventually went A6, queenside expansion. I mean, I don't know. I don't think he has much here. I'm not even afraid of him taking on D4. That just opens all kinds of lines. Plus, there's a skewer. Just keep going. D5. C6. Because here, there's. I mean, it's a lot to think about when I take with the pawn or the knight. In the end, I took with the knight to open the diagonal. I don't think taking with the pawn is bad either. But it's harder for me to get an offensive, I think. These knights are sort of in the way of the open lines.
Maybe A3 is castle slowly and unravel maybe.
Yeah, I mean, after A3, this is the big idea with the knights. And that's what he did anyway, just after the trade. Takes. Now A3. Bring out your bishop. D4.
Man, I love the position here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all really better here. D10. Bishop D2. D7.
Yeah, he doesn't have time to take.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, even if he did have time, even if I didn't have all kinds of tactics or skewers, then even then I'd have tons of open lines. I'd get more than enough compensation.
What do you do, castle?
Queen E2. If he kept casting, he generally has to watch out for this if they happen in the game.
Okay, but just show castles. What were you gonna play if he does this?
My first thought, I hadn't figured it all out, but just here it looks quite good to me.
Did you play this?
No, he didn't
He
castle.
didn't castle. So
With his rook still on A1, then this is pretty nice because I like this trade, and otherwise his bishop has to go back to C1. So it's an idea there.
so at the very least, you knew that you were good.
Yeah, I'm in good shape. Queen E2. Wanted to castle, had ideas with rook C8, but nothing immediate. Didn't see anything immediate for him, so I stopped. So I wanted to keep his knight here. Since taking this pawn is really dangerous, it doesn't really have much to do. Can't go to E5 or G5.
Were you looking at it even like G5 ideas?
I thought about it. It definitely occurred to me. I was looking at lines. In a lot of lines, it leaves my own king too weak. But if he's too ambitious, or if his king's castled in particular, I've got some good attacks on the diagonals. There were definitely
Yeah,
some
you can
places
play
where-
like rook c8 slowly.
Yeah, exactly.
You have maybe even like something like this in like
Yeah, and some of the lines, if he castled because of this fork on his queen, I could go here too. It's another idea.
Right. Yeah.
Rook c1, rook c8, rook takes, queen takes. And now he castled. So I have knight c3 here. It does look pretty good, but after queen e1, I had a hard time finding any really concrete way to use everything. It's complicated.
Yeah. You don't have like a great retreat with your knight, I guess.
I mean, this is sort of inconvenient, but then the knight's stuck.
Queen c6.
Oh, he just, it's not bad. It's certainly good for black, but it's after king g2. I'm not sure what the follow-up is.
G5.
g5 is an idea. Yeah.
Something crazy in it.
Actually, yeah. This actually, yeah. This does look quite good here. Yeah, with this diagonal, this is way more.
You gotta close it. You can't close it. I don't see how
That's really dangerous.
I know, but it's what to do. Okay, so this probably. Here it is.
Yeah, or just this. Actually, that
Yeah,
expression.
yeah, that's special.
You can give me that.
I mean, it's. Yeah, king c6. But Deem what? Alright, so let's go back.
Instead of that, he castled. I castled as well. H4. Now knight c3. So, next few moves. Queen e1. Queen a8. Yeah, knight a4. I mean, it's a little inconvenient, but then the knight has nowhere to go after. I mean, it's a good position for black, but.
By the way, you still maybe could have done this, no? Play it this way.
This, for example. This might actually have been a little stronger. I mean, this is obviously very nice for black, but it was a continuation. It's just hard to find a way to really
Yeah, just like,
use the edge.
there. Alright, so what happened?
So it's
Knight c2, queen e1, queen a8.
yeah, king g2, should be 4. Nice position, but everything's guarded.
Yeah.
Dude, you guys, we might win this match.
5.
Dude, what kind of monster? Where were you born, huh? Fucking monster. A monster village? Are you Shrek?
So bishop b4 pretty much forces better endgame. Maybe not as ambitious as g5, 94 and g5.
Yeah.
Look at that donkey. Let's see through.
But at least
Donkey.
by force too. Nice position. And if he doesn't play d3, I'm going to play it, and he has absolutely nothing. 0 light squares, 0 space. So this is forced here. And he took. If he doesn't, go to e3, and rook to c8.
But you're gonna do that anyway, aren't you?
Yep. Here.
And the knight's just like doesn't. I mean, C4 is covered, D4 is covered. I mean, his only.
I think white is even fortunate to be in this position.
Yeah.
It's true.
He could have been worse.
I mean, you've got most of the squares covered, even if he gets out of the pin.
He has an extra pawn at the moment, but I have more than enough compensation. If he goes here, there's this.
Yeah, it's like you got 2 bishops there or something.
Queen d5. And here, I think he should probably just play rook c1. Give up the pawn and defend over endgame.
That looks a lot more than worse.
Well,
worse than him.
queen beat
Yeah, I mean, he's got queen here guarding this, gives a pretty nice defense, but
Yeah, but that bishop is just like.
yeah, obviously it's way better than the knight, especially with these guys.
But I agree, better get the rook off the board, I think.
Yeah, I mean, what he did lost the game.
King is so bad, you better get the rook off.
So he played here. Yeah, I don't know.
I like how you dealt with all that knight g8 BS. right.
Yeah, we were looking at it, then we said
Yeah.
d4, yeah, for your
Yeah.
Yeah, so that, I mean, it's just,
d4, wow.
he just doesn't have the.
That's what I call an
position to
optimistic.
Yeah, and you know what Billy said? He said you were gonna win the boxing match because the king was outside of the block. That was the whole point before, yeah.
So what'd you do? d4, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if this might be but he's in serious trouble here, no matter what.
Yeah, like rook d4, for example.
Yeah, rook d4, queen e4,
Bishop
rook
d4.
c2. Yeah, he's in serious trouble.
Anything d4 except the queen.
What here? Takes.
Rook d4, yeah. That's it. Queen b3.
Queen
Yeah, you just took those pawns for free, didn't you? I mean,
King f1.
Let's just go to the end to see the trick. There.
King f8. Checks. Yeah, so I can see he's trying to set up something. I think it's c6. What else are you gonna do? Knight d4. Check. Fork.
I thought he went to g2.
G2, yeah.
Yeah, and then this was your saving grace because his king was here, right?
Well,
Because the queen c6 idea.
well, if his king were on f2, when he plays knight e7 later, I have the fork.
No, but you actually like keep going.
Yeah, unless
Because
He would've-
like I thought queen c6 check was your idea after b4.
yeah. Yeah, it was. But I mean, if the king were on f2 here, he won his knight.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to imagine.
All right, so
white
he
being able
went
to
he
survive
went
this.
rook g8 and rook e8, right?
Yeah.
That sets up the trick,
Oh,
right?
black's queen.
Checks.
Yeah.
Check, and then rook e8.
And obviously, his idea is here and check.
Yeah.
After this move, after this move.
So now he's outside the box after b4.
Yeah. So if I go here,
King h8. King
check,
h8.
and he's back
No, but
inside
that's
the stop
instead
the
of
pawn.
before.
Yeah. B4 first, and then king h8 is what you play, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
B4.
And now if he does this, king h8, right?
Yeah, he resigned here.
Yeah, didn't he? No,
King
he let
F2,
you.
played king F2.
He let you play queen d7. But for example, on knight g8, queen c6, right? He's still outside the box. Take it. Here, king h8. Takes big raise your queen, right?
Yeah.
10, so I already win.
That's how you would have played it, right?
Yep.
Yeah, boy.
Nice game. Very nice game.
Great gig.
I'm gonna look
By
at
the way,
that.
right here is GM Alexander Stripunsky. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, what's going on in